cloud data engineering. Under this cloud data engineering, mainly we are trying to cover, these are the four major skill sets. Okay. But to be honest, the data engineering is a very general word. General word. We can do data engineering using so many tools which are available in the market. At least today, we'll try to understand what are the three major clouds we have it, like Azure, Google Cloud Platform. Then we have the Amazon Web Services, right? So those three things comparatively we'll try to understand to satisfy this concept of data engineering. What are the tools they're providing? Okay, those things we'll try to collect here information. Right. So if you see this one, let us go to the first skill that is called as Azure Data Factory. There we have the first slide, which is known as demo.md. Now you can observe the first point we have here is we have three types of major clouds are available. Of course, if you go and try to Google it, the types of the available clouds, you'll get hundreds of clouds are going to get in the market. But out of those all things, these three things are major clouds. If you take the projects percentage wise, if you take it, most of the percentage of the projects will be occupied by these three clouds. And any service you take it, suppose storing a file maybe, there is a one service. Okay, any service you take it, that kind of service must be available in another cloud. Maybe terminology wise, it may be changing. Okay. For example, I am talking about the first one, which is called as storage. Under the storage, we have different types of storage we have it. You may want to store only file, or you may want to store only for the purpose of backup kind of thing, or only one object. Suppose you talk about the object storage. What is the purpose of this one? For storing files, you regularly use it. Whatever you're using regularly, you want to store that files. Same question if I ask in the AWS, they will say, hey, we go and try to use simple storage service. There is nothing but S3 bucket. There is nothing but S3 bucket. Now, if you go and try to ask the same question, okay, get me this kind of functionality I want it. This file I may be regularly opening and reading it, writing it. That kind of service I want means this guy may be saying as, okay, you go and try to use the blob storage. In case of GCP, you go and ask it, they used to say buckets, cloud storage bucket. Okay. Here also people are going to call this as S3 bucket. S3 bucket, if you say, or simply S3, both are one and same. What I want to say is your goal is to store the some data. The nature of data is maybe regularly you want to use it every day. You maybe want to open that file, read the content of that one, or you may want to write the content into that file. That's whatever requirement. Then almost all the services will provide their own way of storage. It may be AWS, it may be Azure, it may be GCP. It may be GCP. Okay, so that you understand one point. For example, you want to go for database. Okay, database I want it like relational databases. I want the database. Then if you want the database, then whatever we have, these three clouds will be supporting here and observe here like relational database management. What is the purpose of relational database management is description. If we go and try to see it, it supports the standard SQL databases like it may be PostgreSQL, MySQL, SQL Server, Oracle, Teradata, SQLite, Okay, so many other things also available, that kind of relational databases. Okay, if you ask the same thing here, these guys are saying as, okay, go and try to use relational database service RDS. They have their own way of providing the service that is called as RDS. Here they are saying as use the SQL database. Here they are saying as Cloud SQL, Cloud Spanner, something like that. That means you name your requirement. That requirement to fulfill, each cloud is going to offer their own product. Their own product. In the same category, we are today here to learn the something called as data engineering, right? To do the data engineering, what are the tools are available? What are the tools are available in different clouds? I want you to understand. Okay, let us go and try to see directly analytics page. This is what we are in the analytics page. We are in the analytics page. Now you decided my goal is to go with the data warehouse. As part of the data engineering, I want to do the data warehouse I want to develop. So data warehouse is nothing but it is centralized part from over 10 years of data or 15 years of data, or whatever it is based on the customer requirement. You'll be storing historical data. We're going to store it. It is a one point of contact for any kind of data. And same thing we used to say here, Redshift. Redshift is a service. Here you need to say everything as a service only. Okay. Redshift is a service in the AWS. Whereas if you go and try to observe here, Synapse is a service. Here we have the BigQuery is a service. We have it. So you decided to go with the data warehouse. Then if you choose the AWS, then we need to go with the Redshift. If you want to go with the Azure, then you need to go with the Synapse. If you want to go with the GCP, then we need to go with the BigQuery. Okay. Now, one of the component I kept here that is called as data factory, right? For example, you identify here ETL. We have something called as ETL, extract, transform, unloading. This is what our job. Then we have here something called as glue is the product in this case. Some people will be showing in the resume. The moment you say data engineering means they will be asking, do you have the glue experience? Glue is a tool which is exactly equal to data factory, whatever it is doing, whatever job it is doing. Same job will be doing by this glue product also. Okay, and we have here, if we go for the GCP, there we have like data fusion, data flows, or data proc is available. So this data fusion or data flow or data proc, these are the equivalent solutions for this data factory here. So in the AWS, what it is called as to do the ETL glue. In case of Azure, what it is called as data factory. In GCP, what is called as data fusion or data flow or data proc. So by observing these things, you should be able to understand one point. All three clouds are doing the end of the day same task. Maybe the terminology, the way you navigate is different, but these are the left side, whatever you're seeing. First row is called as service type, what type of service you want it. Further service, different tools has different names are available and providing same service. Some people may be interested to go with the machine learning kind of thing. Some people may be interested to go with the machine learning kind of thing. Then to support the machine learning frameworks also, they have their own way of products here. You can able to observe their own way of products are available. So what I'm trying to say is whatever upcoming technologies are available, those all upcoming technologies also, all three clouds will be compete each other. And the moment a concept is came in the market, to support that concept, we are going to get the products, we are going to get it. What I feel, what I feel is here, if you are comfortable with any one cloud, if you know AWS, learning Azure maybe 1 week or 2 weeks of time. It won't take more than that because already you know the base concepts, you are aware of it. Only you need to know the navigation you need to know. Any one cloud, if you know another cloud, you can able to learn within weeks of time, you can able to learn about it. For example, I would like to recall one thing. How many people aware of the Excel? How many people aware of the Excel? How many people aware of the Excel? Microsoft is providing Excel, right? How many people aware of it? Everyone almost, right? Suppose suddenly today I'm giving here not the Excel. The Excel, you know everything. Excel, you know everything. Okay, but I don't want to give this is a Microsoft product. Okay, my company, Microsoft product is not allowed, let us say. I given Google Sheets I given. Do you require any extra learning or immediately you can start working on that one? If I given Google Sheets I given, immediately you can able to start working on that one or you need any extra learning? Please answer.
We can start working.
Yeah, maybe here and there, couple of navigations you may need to, couple of navigations you may need to confuse, or couple of formulas may not be available here, may not be available over there. Here and there, small problems may come. Those problems you can able to solve it by googling or by taking the help from your friends or whatever it is, right? But you can, without any fear, you'll start it first, you'll start, and it may take first day or second day bit slow, your work may be third day onwards. How you used to work with the Excel, similarly you used to work with the Google Sheet. So in the same context, what I'm trying to say is, whatever we have three clouds, if you know any one cloud, if you know any one cloud, then other two clouds you can able to explore within weeks of time, you can able to explore it. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. Will you agree on that one? Because end of the day, suppose I talk about the ETL today. We are in the data engineering, so I talk about the ETL. You learn what is the full load, what is the incremental load, what is the change data capture, what is the surrogate key, okay, what is the slowly changing dimension one, slowly changing dimension two, slowly changing dimension three, okay, how to maintain the historical data, all the concepts you learned using data factory, for example. Now you are comfortable with all the concepts. You know what you mean by full load, you know what you mean by incremental load. Once you know all the concepts, you are aware of it. If you go for another tool, you will be learning only the navigations. Concepts already you know. Concepts already you know. Only you need to know is how to implement that concept using different tool. Using different tool. That's where you will be spending some time. That's it. Are you getting my point?
Yep.
Yeah. So in that way, in that context, I can say you are very lucky. Today we are about to start Azure Cloud Data Engineering. We are about to start, and it is a very famous skill. And down the line, you work 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, doesn't matter. The skill will be there like that. Maybe internally here and there some new features may be coming and all. But overall, the concepts are not going to change. The concepts are not going to change. For example, if you take the banking, if you take the banking, if you take the banking, what is the how the banking is working basically? If you go and try to see very high level, the banking, how they are generating the business, what is the line of business of them? how they are getting the money. They have their own money, or they are collecting money from the people and they are giving same money to the people, and the difference of margin is their revenue, right? From the
Yes.
people they'll collect the money and they'll give the interest rate maybe some 3% or 4%. Same money they will give to some other people, they collect the interest as 7% or 8%. The difference of this one is nothing but their profit or their revenue, whatever you can call it as. That is the basic fundamental rule. And to do that one, they may have a number of line of businesses. They used to say as saving accounts is one line of business for them. Okay. And they have maybe current accounts is one line of business maybe for them. They may be calling it as one more line of business is credit card is one line of business maybe. Earlier, these all things they may be using pens and papers and they will be doing lot of work. Now, after that, maybe computers came. After that, maybe mobile apps came. After that, maybe voice assistants maybe came. Whatever it is, the base fundamental rules are not changing. The base fundamental rules are not changing. Tools are changing. Technology is upgrading. With technology, you may be learning the new features. We are doing our work bit faster way. We may be doing it, but base concept is not changing. Base concept is not changing. Same way here also the base concept will not change. Once you learn today Azure cloud data engineering, don't worry, another 15 or 20 years you are working, maybe another 15 or 20 years you will be working with your Azure cloud data engineering only. Maybe features, one or two things may be changing. You will be learning on go and will be implementing for your projects. It is evergreen skill. That's what I want to tell. And also, Azure Cloud Data Engineering, whatever you are seeing here, that is falling under which category it is falling here? You're able to observe here, it is falling under which category it is falling? Which category it
Analytics.
is? Analytics. As I know, in business, only two things are there, sir. In any business, if you take it, we have only two things we have to do. One is we need to run the business smoothly. To run the business smoothly, we may require some kind of applications you may require. What type of applications required is, suppose I developed one laptop, I developed new laptop I developed. What I need to do first, I need to do the marketing. I need to inform to the people, hey, I developed a new laptop. This is very uh, performance wise very good, cost wise very cheap, something like that. We have some features, let us say I want to explain to them. With ram is equal to 4 GB, it's going to perform like ram is equal to 16 GB. People are using in the market DDR3, DDR2, DDR1, but I am using something DDR4. Because of this new technology, it is working something like that. I want to tell some plus points about it. And then that customer is shown some interest, then he purchased the laptop. Then once he purchased it, you are going to record the purchase information, who purchased it, where he purchased it, those all things. After few years, may he come from for service. After few years, you may identify that guy is a very best customer, so you may want to go for loyalty. So loyalty means you want to give some gift to them. So this total is called as CRM. CRM stands for, what is that? Customer
Relationship
relation
management.
ship management. With customer, you're speaking so many faces. When you're doing the marketing, you will be speaking with the customer. Whenever you're selling the product, you may be speaking with the customer. Whenever you're giving the service, you're speaking with the customer. Whenever you're doing the loyalty means giving some benefits to the customer. You're speaking with the customer. To support this concept in the market, you may have n number of products are available. It may be Sibyl, it may be Salesforce, it may be a number of things are available in the market. Now, 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 you want to do the analysis. You want to do it. You want to do the analysis. You want to do how my marketing is happening, how my sales is happening, how my service is happening, how my loyalty is happening. You want to do the analysis. You want to do the analysis about the same problem statement, how my laptop marketing is going on, how my laptop sales is going on. You want to analyze it. You want to analyze it. To analyze it, you're the one you may be using tools kind of thing, ADF. If you go with the Azure, if you go with the AWS, you may go with the Glue, or if you go with the GCP, you may go with the Dataproc or Dataflow, whatever it is. You use some tool, you'll get the data from these kind of applications backend, whatever we have the databases. From there, we'll get the data and we'll try to convert that one which is useful for the analysis. So to convert from running at the time of running your show, whatever data you collected, that data you want to convert into the analysis useful means you require to do something that is called as ETL. What do you need to do? ETL. What is the meaning of ETL? Here in the marketing, if you go and try to observe, in the marketing, you may go and try to observe. For example, I will open the Salesforce application, whatever available, just for our understanding. Just for our understanding, let me open Salesforce application, whatever available. Suppose I'm trying to open Salesforce application. Okay, Salesforce login. Okay, suppose I have here Salesforce. This is the Salesforce application, how it looks like. I'm trying to open Salesforce application. In the Salesforce application, if you observe, you know already this is for CRM. This is for CRM. You want to do some sales related things, you may want to do it. You may want to do some service related things, you may want to do it. Okay, you may want to do it some kind of leads you want to generate it. Leads you want to generate it. I'm trying to generate a lead or one account. Okay, one new customer is came. Laptops I am selling. This laptops is going to purchase by, for example, one of the company we have in the market. Let us say CTS, Cognizant Technology Services is we are the tie-up. Okay, the CTS is the one. So that is the account. Once you created the account, this person or this company, whatever it is, this person or it may be company, whatever it is, these people may be offering orders, right? They will be providing some kind of orders. So those orders we're going to record in the sales, we are going to record it. First, we'll go for this is a company. Under this company, some contact persons may be available. Some contact persons may be available. Whenever some sales need to happen, there should be some point of contact. That point of contact you may be recording here. That point of contact you may be recording here. So Ramriti Maila is a contact person in this account, something like that. You are providing what is the title, email, phone, everything you may be providing here. Once you provide everything, save it. Now you created in this account one point of contact. Who is the point of contact? Ramriti Maila. What I am doing here, I am doing the analyzing the business or I am doing the running the business in this one. Now, whatever I am doing the analyzing the business or running the business.
Running in the business.
Running.
Yes, I'm running the business. So every day, day to day, I'm thinking about to whom I can sell the laptop. Okay, for which company, in that company, who is available, my contact person. I will be selling to them. Those all information I will be recording here. I will be recording here. What is my opportunities? What are my leads? Those all things I may be recording here one by one. I may be recording here. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is you are running the business using the product called as Salesforce. But this data, whatever available, it is very, very detailed level at the level of At the level of each laptop level, we have the data. This so and so laptop, so and so laptop, each laptop is recognized with the SKU. SKU. SKU is nothing but your barcode. SKU is nothing but your barcode. Stock keeping unit. Each laptop is recognized using one SKU, stock keeping unit. That level I have the information. At any point of time, if I given, hey, my SKU is suppose TS 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, okay, ZX, this is what my SKU, to whom I sold this laptop, to whom I sold this laptop. If I ask that question, you should be in a position to tell to whom I sold it, right? That level, I should have the information, right? Will you agree? Now,
Yes.
Yes.
a CEO office or CFO office or business analyst may not have time to see laptop by laptop, because if it's a big scale company, let's take the Dell or HP, whatever laptops are using nowadays, Lenovo, per day they may be selling so many laptops, right? They cannot, we cannot analyze the things laptop by laptop. We'll be thinking about, hey, can you get me location wise analysis I want to do. I may want to do time wise analysis, I may want to do model or product wise analysis, I may want to do. Okay, like this, I want it. Location wise analysis means all I am looking is maybe some report I am looking something like this. What is the city? What is the quantity I sold? What is the revenue I got? What is the margin we got it over there? That's it. These are the numbers I may be expecting a report. Hyderabad is the Hyderabad is the city, quantity is the 100, revenue is let us say 100 millions I got it. The margin over there I got is let us say 2 million I have the margin, something like that. Something like that. This kind of report I am expecting. This kind of report I am expecting. To get this kind of report, I may want to do so many activities as part of it. I am saying as first one that is called as E. What is the meaning of E? What is the meaning of E? We have the ETL. In that one, first one we have here E. You know what? You know what? If I go for these all screens, whatever you see it, these all screens, whatever you see it. Each screen is nothing but one table. Each screen is nothing but one table backend which is responsible to store your data. Whatever we are screens here, different screens. Each screen backend, what is available? Where is data storing?
Database.
Yeah, database. Surely some database we need to use it. Maybe Salesforce product secret, that is Salesforce product secret, that is, so you may not interested to reveal what database you use using those all things. That's reason he may be providing to you APIs. For each page they provided already APIs they provided. For each page they provided already APIs they provided. As they provide the APIs they provided, as they provide the APIs they provided, we can go and we can communicate with those APIs and we can import it. For example, how many APIs are available? You can see here how many APIs are available.
425.
425. Just now you created one account you created. Just now you created one account you created. Okay, that account also should be part of it. I think I did not save it. Did I? Okay, so I'm trying to say as here we have here 400 plus objects are available. 400 plus objects are available. Those 400 plus objects, one of the object is we can able to see here account. We are able to see it. Looks like it's connecting to some other account, not mine. Anyhow, I'll let you know what is this. Okay, whatever you created ideally, whatever we create ideally, we have to get over there. Somehow this is not reflecting still. Okay, somehow this CTS, whatever I created the account, it's still not reflecting. Okay, I'm not sure why it is. I am doing that. Yeah, it is now. Yes, now it is reflected. It is not refreshing. You are able to. I clicked. I refresh. Now what I created account? Are you with me?
CTS.
Yeah. So whatever you created, that we are able to see it here. But if you observe carefully, do you require all these 425 tables you required to analyze your business?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. That's where E will be coming into the picture. You are going to do E stands for here extract. E stands for what? Extract. What you are going to extract? You are going to extract here. You are going to extract here only required tables. What are you going to extract? Only required tables. Number two, okay, you decided now you want to go with the account table. By observing this data inside the account, whatever we selected here account, we have here ID is deleted or not, and something like this we have it. Do you think like it is a this ID you given or it is system given ID? This is useful for business to analyze?
No.
No, it is not. It is not useful to analyze the business. This is the ID. This ID is generated by ID given by Salesforce Salesforce to maintain to maintain to maintain uniqueness of uniqueness of uniqueness of record. But this is not at all useful, not useful to analyze the business, right? To analyze the business. Then you decided now, okay, I don't want all the columns. I want only what? Get me only required columns. You get me only required columns. Next is I'm expecting, okay, get me location wise analysis I'm doing. Location wise analysis I'm doing means you need to get in Hyderabad how many accounts are there. In California, how many accounts are there? In Texas, how many accounts are there? Like that, city-wise accounts I'm expecting. While you're pulling like that, there may be some junk data may be available. This looks like, what is this one? What is this one? Some test account. Is it really data? It's a dummy account. It's a dummy account, right? So as part of that one, you may need to do some cleaning, those all things you may need to do it. If you want to do some cleaning, those all things, then you need to take help of something called as, we need to do, what is this? Transform. Transform is nothing but we may want to remove some of the records you're not interested. So nothing but we can say filter. In my example, what you are trying to filter? What you're trying to filter?
Test records.
Test record. Next, you may want to do some kind. This is Salesforce application is a deployed globally. Deployed globally. Meaning deployed globally means some accounts people may be paying the amount in currency USD. Some account people may be paying the amount in currency Indian rupee. different currencies are available. You need to convert all currencies into USD. That is the one transformation you may want to do it. All currencies to USD you may want to do it. Third one, all distances you may want to convert into maybe miles. In India, if you ask, miles means most of the people don't know. Why? Because we used to use here kilometers. For distance, most of the people will be using what? Kilometers. That is reason to deliver this laptop, how much distance means we used to say 10 kilometers. But maybe I want to convert each country local terminology into global terminology, like let's take as standard US, we are going with the miles. Similarly, you may want to do, we have the daily data, which is in seconds level, we have data, second level of data we have it. Each second, you may have so much of data is going on. But I want to get this data, let's say day level of data I want it. Granularity of data is day level you want it. So if you want to convert like that, then you need to do something that is called as aggregation. What do you have to do? What do you have to do?
Aggregation.
Aggregation. Like this, your story will be keep on going on. We are doing something, we are doing. Each one is called as here one transformation. To do this transformation, we have tools are available in the market. One of the tool is data factory. One of the tool is data factory. Okay. Now, okay, we prepared the data whatever way you needed for analysis. You prepared the data whatever way you needed for analysis. In that way, you prepared the data by applying so many transformation rules. You may want to clean the data, you may want to aggregate the data, you may want to convert one form of data into another form, whatever it is. Finally, you need to load the data into some place. Finally, you need to load the data into some place. That place may be, that place may be, if you are using If you are using Azure, you may want to load the data into Synapse. Synapse is a data warehousing platform. You may want to load the data into Redshift. Redshift is the data warehousing platform. Or you may want to store this data into BigQuery. BigQuery is the data storage platform. What I'm trying to say is, finally, you're going to load the data into so many other types of analytical supporting systems. Analytical supporting systems. Once the data is available here, once the data is available here, your BI people means it may be Power BI, it may be Tableau, okay, it may be OBAWE, it may be okay Spotfire, it may be whatever it is, whatever it is. People may be using different types of tools. They will be connecting. They will be connecting this BI to this pieces, and they can develop some reports. Sometimes directly they may be collect to Salesforce also. We have Salesforce also available, right? Directly they may also connect to over there. If you have very small amount of data, I don't want this much of ETL transformation. These all things are not required. Everything I will be able to manage the Power BI itself. I can able to do that also. So overall, what I'm trying to say is here. Overall, what I'm trying to say is here. We are trying to do the ETL. We are trying to do the ETL using one of the component. That component is called as data factory. Did you understand what it means? Okay. Now,
Yes.
yeah. Now in Azure Cloud Data Engineering, we are going to discuss different services we are going to discuss. One of the service we are going with this Azure Data Factory. Second is Azure Synapse. Once you know Azure Data Factory, you can take granted, Azure Synapse also. These two are these two are 90.99% similar. If you go and try to Google any concept, for example, I am trying to Google one concept that is known as integration runtime in ADF. Suppose I typed like this is the first starting component we are going here. Then the moment I open this one, you can notice here, this document is applicable for what is this? I think we got here monitoring system. We got it. One moment. Okay. So now if you see here, one of the concept I went for here that also very important, linked service. Linked service. So this linked service concept is applicable for what is this? Azure Data Factory as well as what? Azure Synapse. That means if you know how to create this linked service in Azure Data Factory, as it is dot to dot, all the concepts are screens, everything is same in Azure Synapse also. You want to remove these all small technologies under one roof. That is reason this guy is slowly come up with the one thing that is called as Fabric. Maybe still it is in the trial period only. Maybe another 6 months or 1 year after, you may want to move all these components into Fabric. Fabric is a single point of contact for all the products. That's how they want to bring this Fabric. Okay, bottom line, what I want to say is, if you know Azure Data Factory, you can take yourself as granted, Azure Synapse also. Under Azure Data Factory, you are going to know what you mean by fundamentals, blobs, SQL database, batch accounts, logic apps, ETL, etc. N number of concepts are going to know about here. You got my point? What is the first skill you are going to learn as part of the Azure Data Engineering? What is the first skill you are learning as part of the Azure Data Engineering? Azure Data Factory. Okay, once you know Azure Data Factory, you will be in a position to prepare daily whatever people are collecting the data, that data you will be able to prepare, which is useful to analyze the business. To prepare like that, we need to follow a concept. That concept is known as ETL. That ETL we are going to do here without writing any single line of code, no code we are going to write it. Everything is drag and drop only. How we are going to do then? Everything is are going to do what? Drag and drop. No code we are going to write it. You got my point?
Yes.
Okay. The moment you say no code, then totally we need to depend on Microsoft to provide all the connections. If they provide the connection, it's well, we can able to use it. If they cannot provide the connection, we simply will say, hey man, this is not possible. For example, we are going for some tool here readily available. I am going to the get data, I am going to the more, then I am trying to type here one of the service, one of the database which is available. The database is called as Mongo database. Mongo database is available. Now I am trying to type here Mongo database. I am typing. Are you seeing here that kind of service?
No.
No. If I ask here BigQuery, just now I said we have the Google platform. In the Google platform, we have the Google BigQuery is available, which is nothing but data warehouse. From here means I can be able to get it. Why? Because these people provided the connection here. If I ask here Synapse, Synapse is also one of the data warehouse platform. The moment I want Synapse means I can able to get it. If I want here, let us say Redshift. If I want here Redshift, then also I can able to get it. If I want here SAP Business Warehouse, SAP Business Warehouse, that also for the analysis data to maintain. Suppose if I go for SAP Business Warehouse application server, I can able to get it. What I'm trying to say is whatever connections are available here, you can go and you can get it directly. What happens if you have no connection? I'm looking for something that is called as MongoDB, but which is not there here, the connection. What I need to do then? Are you getting my point?
Yes.
At that moment, you are going to do create your own connection by learning coding. What you have to do now?
Okay.
We have to do now what?
We need to create
You need to know
our
the
own connection.
coding. You need to create your own connection by learning the coding. You type here Python, you are going to get here Python, you are going to get it. You are going to write the Python code, you are going to write it. You are going to write here Python code, you are going to write it, and will connect to the corresponding database you wanted. For example, if you go for get MongoDB collection data using Python, then we are getting here Python MongoDB something tutorials. Here you can go and you can observe. Okay, select star. Here we are trying to connect to the MongoDB. The database is my database, and the table name is, what is the table name? What is the
Customer.
table name? Customers. And I'm using some loop. I'm using, maybe I'm trying to get it here. There is a package available. PyMongo is the database. This total is a code. Using this code, I'm trying to get here whatever we have in the my collection. Actually, in the Mongo, there is no table terminology. We have the collection terminology. If I say collection, that is a table. If I say document, that is a row. Terminology wise, here and there is some changes are there. Okay, what I want to say overall is, if I take this code, whatever available, then I can able to connect to I can go here, I can connect here, I can write my Python code, whatever available, I can write here. Whatever I have this Python code, I can copy this Python code, I can put over there. Of course, you need to make sure those all packages are available or not. You need to make sure it. I can go and I can write here and I can get it done. Similarly, we can do in ADF also we can do. However, if you want more advanced, you want it. That's where you go for the Databricks. That's where you go for what?
Databricks.
Databricks. So what you're going to do is you're going to write the code you're going to write. We are going to write the code using your famous language Python. Suppose you don't like the Python, you can go for the R. Suppose you don't like the R also, you can go for the Scala. Suppose you don't like the Scala, you can go for the SQL. These are the 4 languages supported by Databricks. These are the 4 languages supported by Databricks. Databricks supports what are the languages?
Python, R, Scala, SQL.
Yeah. Whatever your interest, you can learn that kind of language, you can learn about it and you can implement it. But most of the people maybe already knows about the SQL. That means without knowing any other things, start directly can start with the Databricks, you can able to start it. However, unfortunately or fortunately, to write the SQL also, here and there, some small Python is required. Some small Python is required at least to make the connections and all. The reason I recommend you people to go with the Python is the extra skill. Go for what? Python is the extra skill. You're getting my point? Now,
Yes.
now as you need to work with the huge amount of data, that's where you need to go for next one that's called as something big data. You'll be going for it because you're going to work with a huge amount of data. You're going to work huge amount of data. You're going to work. Okay, don't worry, I'm here. We have all the materials are available. The materials are very detailed level, screenshot wise, all the materials are available. Even each chapter ending, we have the questions, everything is there. Videos are available. Okay, you need not worry about it. All the things are available here. So within another 3 months of time, you will be master with all these 4 skills. You will be master. Only expectation from you is every day regularly come to the class. That is the one expectation. Every day regularly practice at least 1 or 2 hours. At least 1 or 2 hours. And your practice is a something person to person changes, sir. Actually, I am very bad guy. Okay, I don't know basics. Okay, in my engineering studies and all, I did not went to the college. I did not study anything. Still okay. Now you sit work 3 or 4 hours. You sit and work. You learn that concept. You're up to mark. That's it. I'm very good guy. Okay, I used to do the lot of books reading. Those all things. Now it may be for you 1 hour may be enough. All the ultimate thing is suppose today I explained. Suppose today I explained something called as pipeline from blob to MySQL server. Let us say something like this. Then everyone need to make sure this exercise has to be complete. You have already bases available. You may require 1 hour to sit. You don't have the base. Don't worry. You sit 4 hours. You will able to complete it. But end of the day, that guy and you are both are same. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So in that way you practice it. You don't ask me, sir, how many hours I need to practice. Don't ask me that question. Your target is complete the activity whatever I completed in year in the classroom. Whatever I completed, you try to complete it, and whatever homeworks I am giving, those homeworks also you try to complete it. If you do like that, end of the third month I can give the guarantee you will be master with the Azure cloud data engineering. And also while I am teaching my class, here and there I will be step out to other clouds and I will be explaining the other clouds also. So you'll be losing the fear of other clouds also, same like that. Okay. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll meet.
So quick question, Ram.
Mhm.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Are you recording these sessions?
Yes.
Okay. Can you please share after the class is done?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Because
So, so where can we find the previous recording sessions?
See, all the recordings are available in my website. If you go to the dataexact.com, there we can able to find out maybe Python or it may be Azure Data Factory. Okay, you need to go out over there. Okay, and get the coupon code. Coupon code we are going to provide free of cost for our students. Get the coupon code and try to listen one by one video.
okay. So who is going to give those coupons? Whom should
Yeah,
we reach?
yeah. In the respective groups, whatever available, okay, we are going to share it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.